called self-confidence. It's called self-esteem. It's about you. It's about how you think about yourself. It's about how you see yourself, not about how other people see yourself. That's what, it's the power of self-talk. Like what you put in yourself into your head, that's what you're going to believe you are. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another one of the New Arrow Mindset. The topic for today is going to be on self-confidence. The thing is that, if you don't have self-confidence, if you're always scared, or like you're always kind of double thinking about everything that you're going to do because you're afraid of how it's going to seem to other people, or you're always like feeling insecure about yourself, it's going to be difficult to accomplish certain things and actually get to where you want to be in life if you're not feeling good about the things that you're doing and about how you're feeling about yourself. I want to talk about a couple things that could help you build confidence. It's a couple things that I've learned along the way, along the journey that I'm taking to becoming and doing the things that I want to do. One of the things that I feel builds self-confidence is repetition, persisting into doing something. An example is like, when we're kids, when we're learning to ride a bike, we're kind of scared to get on that bike, and it's like wobbling, and we're going down the road, and all of a sudden we just fall, and so we don't feel confident about getting on that bike anymore. We don't really want to try because we're scared that we're gonna fall. We're scared that we're gonna try again and get hurt. Right? But once you get on it again and you go a little further, you're like, wow, I actually got a little further. You start getting that confidence. Oh, why don't I try again? So you repeat that, and you keep doing the same thing. You keep getting better at it. So by the time you're riding that bike, you're just cruising it, and without any fear that you might fall or you might get hurt, you have already built that confidence, because that once you get on that bike, nothing's gonna stop you. You're just gonna keep going. You're just gonna keep pedaling. You already got it. That practice that you took has made you good enough to ride that bike without worrying about falling, right? So repetition, what it does is it makes you good at something, so that you don't feel that you're gonna fail the moment you start doing something, or you're gonna fail or fall the moment you get on that bike, or you're gonna that you don't have that fear that everything's just gonna go down the second you try it. So if you're not feeling confident about doing something because you're just simply not good at it, and you feel like you're just gonna try and then it might fail, or it might come out bad, or it's not gonna be as good as you want it to be, just keep trying it, just keep doing it and keep doing it. Eventually you're gonna get that confidence that you will gain through the process of repeating things. You'll gain that confidence of just saying, okay, you know what, here it is, I'm gonna do it, and you go on and do it because you're better at it. You got good by doing it so many times. That there's no way that the chances of you failing are more minimum compared to how they were before. But that's all because you practiced, you repeated it, you persisted on that one thing. Another method of gaining confidence is doing something new. Oftentimes we get afraid of doing something new. I mean, who wouldn't, right? You're just jumping into something new, and you're like, well, crap, how am I gonna just go on to do this? I've never done it before. But then again, get the idea that if you've never done it before and you'd never do it, then you're never gonna learn how to do it. You're never gonna get that confidence to say I can do new things. I can try new stuff. I can get better at things that I didn't think I could get good at before, or things that didn't cross my mind. I like to give examples, right? Talking to the camera, for me, it's I like it. I enjoy doing this. But I also want to do public speaking. I had never spoke to an actual audience before, and although this crowd was small, I'm talking about the Toastmasters, there was roughly probably, between 10 and 15 people probably around there. But when I got up there and I spoke, I gave my speech, they evaluate you and everything, but like that was new to me. Like speaking to actually somebody who's watching me, like, my movements, the words that I'm saying, like, listening to me, paying attention to what I'm saying, like that, it got me a little bit frightened. And I didn't feel confident enough to do it, like I just said, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. But I was scared, I was afraid, like I didn't know how I was gonna say things. I didn't know how I was gonna speak. I even wrote down my speech and everything. And when I got up there, I completely, I forgot about my speech. I didn't know exactly everything that I wrote down. After, doing a few more speeches, I feel more confident when I'm up front speaking to that small crowd. And like I'm, even though it's gonna be something new for me when I come to speak to a big audience where there's, more than 1,000 people, like it's gonna be new for me. But now, because I know that I can do new things and just get better at them while I, in the repetition, like I know I can take on these challenges, these new things that come to my life. I know that once I get on top of that stage, like I'm probably gonna feel a little frightened, but I know that I can do new things. I know I can take on those challenges because I'm more confident. I'm gonna be more confident to try new things because I know I can conquer them. I just know it now. There's another thing that I do that actually helps my the way I see myself and how I do things, and a few other things here and there. But like another thing that I do for me to feel good about myself, to feel good about the actions that I'm doing and everything, that have that confidence in myself. Another thing that I do is like I actually talk to myself in my head. It doesn't have to. It could be like out loud or it can be mentally, but always talk to yourself. Like you might, like if you're telling yourself negative things, you're gonna have poor confidence, you're gonna have poor self-esteem. But what I do is like I actually tell myself, like I'm doing this good, I'm doing this for a good cause, I know I got what it takes to do this. Like I start telling myself all these positive things, like, hey, yes, you failed at what you were trying to do, but hey, you tried, you could do better the next time. I just talk to myself. I tell myself all these positive things. What that does is it creates in my head this ball of positive words and phrases that I'm telling myself, that it actually like kind of reprograms my mind into thinking more about how what I'm doing is a good thing, instead of how I failed and how I tried but it didn't go well. And like I just it helps me think more about the good in everything that I do, and like it just makes me want to do even more, because I'm like, well, I'm learning. Well, I tried, but hey, like, next time it'll be better. Next time I'll have the information necessary to get it done. What we tell ourselves impacts us in a way that there's nothing more. Like if somebody comes and tells you something, you might think about it. You might feel like, why is this person saying that to me? Like, that's not true. I'm not like that. And but then it starts getting to your head if you let it. But what you tell yourself is more powerful than what these other people tell you. It's called self-confidence. It's called self-esteem. It's about you. It's about how you think about yourself. It's about how you see yourself, not about how other people see yourself. That's what, it's the power of self-talk. Like what you put in yourself into your head, that's what you're gonna believe you are. If these people tell you that that you suck, and you're gonna fail at everything that you do, and that no matter how hard you try, you're just never gonna get to where you want to be. But then you tell yourself, like if you tell yourself, man, they're right, you're already talking to yourself the negative stuff. But what if you say to yourself, screw these guys, like I'm gonna prove these people wrong. They're gonna stay where they are, and I'm gonna launch up and do all the things that I want to do. That's the power of self-talk. we need to change the way we talk to, to ourselves. I read a post one time that said, yeah, I talk to myself. Sometimes I need some expert advice. And I kind of, I was like, hey, I talk to myself. The last thing that I want to talk about to build self-confidence is being yourself. Be yourself. I know that everybody says that. I know everybody says, dude, just don't try to, don't copy the things that you see on social media, and don't copy the way you see others living their life, because they're fake. And yeah, like, I get that. I understand that everybody says that. But the thing is, look, if you try to do things just to please other people, you stop being yourself. You stop, like, you switch from being who you truly are to do things just to please other people, just to see them laugh, because you're doing, you're doing the things that make them laugh. You're doing them just to make them laugh, or you're doing them just to fit in. But at one point, you're gonna get tired of that. At one point, you're gonna feel like, man, like, I don't like this anymore. Like, I want to be myself. I want to do the things that I want to do. But then what's going to happen is that you're going to go back to being yourself, and then you are going to feel like people aren't going to like you for who you truly are. So you're going to be stuck in, should I keep doing the fake stuff? Should I keep doing the things that I'm not, like, that I truly don't believe are the right things? Or should I go to being myself, which people might not like because they've seen this part and they might not like this part? Then you're gonna start debating, and then you're like, it's a whole mess. Just be yourself. Be yourself. That, like, you're gonna feel confident because you're not gonna have to be trying to do things just to please others. You're gonna do things because that's you. You're gonna do things because you believe that the things you're doing are the right things that you are supposed to do. So you don't have to worry about what other people are thinking. You're not going to worry about, like, how other people see you. You're just going to worry about you doing you being who you truly are. Who cares about, about what other people think about you? That's what you're going to, like, that's what you're going to develop. That's the mind that you're going to develop if you just be yourself and not care about what other people think. The self-esteem and the powerful confidence that you're gonna gain from being yourself is, like, it's massive. It's massive, and you're not gonna get that if you're not yourself. You're just not. Well, thank you for joining me on this video. I hope that this information is helpful to you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you actually gained some, some value from these videos, because the idea is to help you guys develop yourself. And I want to say thank you to Luna River for requesting this video. I actually enjoyed doing this video because, like, it helps me understand more about self-confidence too. Like, as I talk, it helps me, like, incorporate more and more things into my life. And I actually enjoyed this topic. I actually really enjoyed this topic. So thank you for requesting this. Thanks to Luna River, all right? Please, if you like this video, give it a like. Leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions to make any other videos. And if you do like this content, subscribe so that you get those notifications when I upload another video, all right? I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.